Hey guys, how y'all doing this evening? Um, just thought I'd check in, make a quick video. Uh, so, just a quick biography. In case you're watching this and you don't personally know me, again, like I said, I've got as of right now like two followers. I don't know who one of them is. One of them I actually know the guy, and he's a buddy, so he checks out my videos. Um, but anyways, no, just a quick biography. Um 37, old, pushing middle aged. Um, I work, got kids, married, doing the doing the do on the old American dream or whatever you might call it. But sorry, someone texted me, but that was rude of me to check my text mid conversation. I do apologize. Anyways, I somewhat decently well read, kinda, sorta, not as well read as some, more than others. I spent a lot of time in prison. I did I did 11 and a half years. Spent pretty much all my 20s. Um, in that time frame, I went through experiences that the average individual may not have. Um, had my ups and downs, you know. I was gang affiliated for a while in there. I don't really look at it like that though. It was kind of like a family type deal, bros looking out for each other type thing. Um, so many different experiences in there helped mold my perception of the world around me. I I was definitely an institutionalized person, probably still am to some degree. But I've been out long enough, and done been doing the whole family thing and raising my children and working and making right and proper choices, not breaking the law, not associating with people that break the law, except maybe crossing paths at times. But as far as like hanging out, kicking it, stuff like that, no, um, I don't do that. Um, Eventually, I'd like to maybe get into doing, working with kids, stuff like that. Maybe bestowing upon them some of my life experiences to prevent they themselves taking the path I did. I have a vast political perspective. It's evolving, you know. I would have called myself a Republican slash conservative for many years, which sounds like a total oxymoron from someone that's done a lot of time in prison. But as a general rule, I'm a very conservative person. Um, Definitely, I'm pro Second Amendment, pro death penalty, pro. Um, there is a small segment of the population that don't deserve the air they breathe. Let alone um, leniency and whatnot. I mean, it is what it is. Child molesters and uh, rapists, murderers, repeat offender murderers. I mean, I've seen some crazy shit. I've seen um, people with trivial crimes a lot of time, and people with very heavy crimes. Did some serious damage in a very small time, and I came to the conclusion that money talks and bullshit runs marathons. I've seen a bunch of people come and go in the 11 and a half years I did. Oh, I did 11 and a half years for burglary. Sorry, I didn't mention that. I broke into a house when I was 17, like a week after I turned 17, and got caught up down here in Texas. Texas is Texas is not the state you want to break the law in. Um, like I said, I'm a walking oxymoron. I mean, I believe that if you do the crime, you should do some time. Um, but I mean, the Lady Justice, she's got the blindfold on. Justice is blind. I mean, it's a double-edged sword, and it's usually a dull sword that just tends to cleave through the crowd and take everybody with it. There's people with lots of crime for getting busted with crack rocks, or sent to prison for marijuana, stuff like that. That's things like that shouldn't happen. Um, the um, but I definitely, like I said, I definitely think that people should have to do time for the crimes they commit. I deserve to go to prison. Um, I sort of have a thought process on it that I needed to do the time that I did. It was the time that I did that made me the man I am, and it helped me develop character and become a better person. If I could go back and do it again, I wouldn't do so much time. But had I not done so much time, I wouldn't be where I'm at. I don't think, because it took me quite a few years to kind of get it through my head that I needed to change something. Um, anyway, so here in Texas, I digress. Oh yeah, we'll shut over there. We'll chase that rabbit down the hole. Sorry, going off on a tangent. So yeah, I broke into a house in back in 1993 is when I did it, and back then burglary carried 5 to 99. My actual crime actually carries a 2 to 20 now here in Texas. In some places, it carries like, a couple years or something, But like I said, Texas is quite a bit harsher than um, most states, most places. I mean, that's what Texas is known for, you know. Um, that's not all Texas is known for. It's also known for oil and big money and being the biggest state, for job opportunities and things like that. So, I'm not knocking Texas. I'm pro Texas all the way, but it's also, known for its prison system. But the the system itself is a little bit broken. I mean, it's uh, they got a few different prison units where they do like they put you through a therapeutic program and try to help you, work on your cognitive thought process and change the way you look at stuff and whatnot. And there's been studies that show that it can reduce recidivism down to like 7 out of 10. Where like right now, as it stands, getting out of prison fresh, it's like 1 out of 10 go back to prison, and it's 3 out of 10 within the first year stay out. Or not 1 out of 10, excuse me, 9 out of 10. 3 out of 10 within the first couple years will stay out, and then after 3 years, it's usually just 1 out of 10 that stay out. The rest of them usually go back for some reason or another. If it's not a violation, they go back for a new crime. Um, and these therapeutic programs uh, tend to have shown the propensity to help keep people out, to change their way of thinking, to change their outlook on lives, and to reduce recidivism, which is for those who don't know, it's people going back to prison, repeat offenses and whatnot. But it reduces recidivism like to like 7 out of 10 stay out or something like that. And it's been a few years since I read the statistics, but there's only a couple units like that in Texas. There's a handful that do the therapeutic communities, and beyond that, everybody else just they get out and go back, get out and go back, get out and go back. It's a pretty big business. They got TCI, Texas Correctional Industries, which is self-propelling slave labor, and they make uh, clothes and soap, stainless steel products, and I mean, like a lot of the uniforms that cops wear in Texas and stuff like that. And tables in all the counties. They have the contracts to make all that stuff. And if you're familiar with any kind of government entities and buildings and prisons and stuff like that, it's brother-in-law shit, and everybody builds it. People that get the contracts know all the right people and stuff. So it's big business. Not to mention politicians that get voted into office um, on the Get Tough on Crime blast, and you got judges and cops whose whole very existence is validated by the prison systems and the criminal justice system. And if they were to actually truly try to make it go away or break it down to where people weren't going in so much, which they can, it's possible. I mean, there's studies that show the way to do it, but they don't want to do that, because if they did, the people that matter, the cops and judges and the politicians, would be out of jobs. You wouldn't need them anymore. Prison guards, you'd have to shut down prisons, and you know, so this is coming from a person that's pro send them to prison if they fuck up. I mean, mess up. Excuse me. Pro death penalty. Pro kill child molesters. Sorry, scratch that. You know. Anyways, um, I question. I question whether or not child molesters deserve to breathe the air that they do. But not gonna go out and kill anybody. Not advocating to go out and kill anybody. Scratch, kill from that. Um, I'm gonna leave it on there. I said it. It is what it is. But I mean, I just wanted to clarify that statement. So, and anyways, yeah. So I define a lot of my perceptions and my thought process around having done so much time in prison. Anyways, yeah. So I digress yet again. So I got put on probation initially, deferred adjudication, which is a type of probation that lets you get out without any kind of conviction. And the downside, the catch, is that if you violate and break the law again, they can give you whatever the sentence carries, no questions asked. And I, like a dumbass, got caught with drugs in Alabama, and our beautiful justice system at work, they dropped all the charges because I gave them I signed over my blazer, and it's like $3,000 in cash and my phone and everything else. And they said, okay, well, he does all that. We'll give him all that. We'll drop the charges, but he's got to go back to Texas for the probation violation. And so they gave me a lot of time. They gave me 40 years, but it wasn't aggravated. I didn't hurt anybody, so I had to do like 11 and a half years. And hold on one second. Hello? I don't authorize you to record me, and I'm not taking your survey. So you have a good day. Bye. Dude barely speaks any English, and he's gonna take a survey. It's crazy. They got these hustles now where they call, oh, we're doing a survey for advertising, this, that, or whatever, and they're just pumping little bits of information from you, and they use it to try to steal your identity. I don't care whether it's valid or not. 9 out of 10 times it's not. So I'm not going to give them the time of day. I'm not giving them any information. I'm not answering any questions. They don't even know my opinion. They can listen to me on YouTube if they want to know my opinion on stuff. But um, yeah. So I got 40 years for breaking in their house, and got out in '06. Been out, wet. Been out. Got married, 3 kids, work. So yeah, I might touch on prison. I might touch on things like that. It's very much part of who I am. Um, I work in sales. I deal with people from all over all walks of life, and I have integrated and assimilated into society quite well. I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy good conversation. So I could pretty much relate to anyone. Which is kind of amazing to me because I didn't think I'd relate to too many people for after doing time in prison. But I put it behind me. I put it's in the past. I found my way back into a positive outlook on life and society, and got past all of it. But yeah, no, I will talk about it some more. I keep getting caught off on tangents, and I'll probably pick up another video here in a little bit. This one's getting too damn long, and my goal is to not have long videos so that people might actually watch them. Um, yeah. So I'll come back to the subject matter, and y'all have a good one. Later.